The Shark Deck.
Hello and welcome to Palace Intrigue. I am your host, Mark Francis. The Mail's Kate Manzi says we can expect some changes to Harry and Meghans' adaptation of Meet Me at the Lake, the movie the Sussexes are working on for Netflix. Manzi said, "It's a romantic story about characters called Will and Fern who meet at the lake. Surprisingly enough, I was thinking that because Will is the kind of very hot love interest in the novel. So there's no way they are going to allow those names. You can't leave it as Will, so he will definitely have to change his name, I'm sure." The Express updates that while initial reports were that Harry and Meghan had bought the film rights to the book for $3.8 million, contradictory reports established that Netflix actually purchased the rights with the aim of the Duke and Duchess producing the movie via their company Archwell Productions. Royal expert Jenny Bond told OK, "I can understand that Harry and Meghan have to come up with content to fulfill their Netflix contract, and I think everyone will be pleased that they are moving away from bashing the royal family. But this does seem rather a curious choice of book, with some obvious parallels with their own lives. Somehow it seems they just can't get away from looking inwards and inviting comparisons with what they have gone through. I also wonder what qualifications they think they have to become film producers. It's rather insulting to presume that they have the skills that they've taken others years to acquire, but I wish them luck, and perhaps it will be a brilliant film. They are obviously under pressure to make sure the Netflix deal doesn't go the same way as the Spotify one." True Royalty TV co-founder Nick Bullen thinks it's time for an intervention between Harry and William. Bullen told Fox News, "I'm sure everyone managed those Singapore diaries to make sure there was no crossover whatsoever. Harry hasn't even been going to old friends' weddings, so those moments where they might bump into each other aren't happening, let alone the choreographed moments. I think that there is so much water under the bridge between William and Harry that how they intend to find that common ground is beyond most royal commentators. I think there needs to be a brokerage from another person. There almost needs to be an intervention. It requires both parties to be willing to come to the table. But I think it's going to be very difficult to see how this is going to happen. People have such entrenched views. During the coronation, the seating plan was carefully worked out so that they wouldn't have to have an interaction. I think it will require big apologies from both sides, but whether they're going to come to or not, I think it's pretty unlikely." Royal author Robert Jobson says not to worry about the line of succession when it comes to Harry. It's just going to rock everybody and create a story that will shake the hornet's nest again, and as a result, it's not going to achieve anything. It's definitely very unlikely that Harry will ever be king, so why play a problem? Yahoo took a look at some of the possibilities that would lead to good King Harry. In the event of Prince William's death occurring before Prince Charles, Prince Harry would still not be the next choice for king. Instead, that honour would move on to Prince William's eldest son, Prince George. Likewise, if Prince George were unable to fulfil that duty of becoming monarch, Princess Charlotte would take the throne, and failing that, Prince Louis also stands ahead of his uncle Harry. However, if Prince William did decide to abdicate, which seems very unlikely, and Prince George was under the age of 18 at the time, then yes, technically Prince Harry or another senior royal, although next in line is technically Prince Andrew, would be called upon to act as regent until Prince George's time came. That could be Harry's big break. Palace Intrigue will be right back. Hi, I'm Mark Francis and host of a new podcast, The Messi Effect. Join us as we take you into the exciting new world of Argentine soccer phenomenon Lionel Messi and his new life at Inter Miami. Will bring you into the glitz, the glamour, the star-studded events, along with the exciting journey to a new world of U.S. soccer and international football with news and stories 3 times a week. Come along for the ride as Messi, Miami, and Major League Soccer experience the journey of a lifetime. Get the Messi Effect wherever you get your podcasts. Brides.com tells of Katie Barrick, a fan of the British royals who was getting married and invited William and Kate. Since the royals weren't able to attend, they asked the head of royal correspondence, Thomas Claridge, to deliver a reply on their behalf. Katie shared the response on Twitter with her followers. "Dear Miss Barrick, the Prince and Princess of Wales have asked me to thank you for your letter in which you invited the Royal Highnesses to your wedding on 7th April 2023. The letter read, "I sincerely apologize for the delay in response, but I trust that you understand. The Prince and Princess were extremely grateful for your kind invitation, although they were regretfully unable to attend. Their Royal Highnesses would have me send their hopes that your wedding day was a happy and memorable occasion. The Prince and Princess of Wales send you their best wishes for your future together and thank you once again for taking the time to write." A phone call from Charles figures in the trailer for Season 2 of Welcome to Wrexham. Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney are seen reacting to the call. Ryan said, "So, the King of England called. I would say that we're impossibly excited to welcome him to the racecourse ground, this historic church that resides in the heart of Wrexham and is the heart of Wrexham. Rob and I both said early on, and this holds true for the rest of our lives, we will do anything to uplift and elevate this community and this club, and having the King pay a visit is certainly one way to do it. That's for sure. Very excited." Footage shows King Charles and Queen Camilla arriving at the football ground. Ryan exclaims, "Oh my God, the expectation, dear God." Welcome to Wrexham returns on September 12th. And there you have it. If you'd like to email us, our address is thepalaceintrigue@gmail.com. Please head on over to YouTube, youtube.com, and search for Palace Intrigue there and hit subscribe for us. You don't have to listen to the show again, but it would really help us out. I'm Mark Francis. My thanks to John McDermott. This is Palace Intrigue, and good times. Hi, I'm Mark Francis and host of a new podcast, The Messi Effect. Join us as we take you into the exciting new world of Argentine soccer phenomenon Lionel Messi and his new life at Inter Miami. We'll bring you into the glitz, the glamour, the star-studded events, along with the exciting journey to a new world of U.S. soccer and international football with news and stories 3 times a week. Come along for the ride as Messi, Miami, and Major League Soccer experience the journey of a lifetime. Get the Messi Effect wherever you get your podcasts.